The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. I know, 831. I'm Slade. That's Trey giggling like a jackass. Rob Mungle. We'll turn it off, Rob. Just shut up.
You see that?
All of you can shut. You know what? You can all shut up. We're joined by Grady Pruitt.
Pensively into the sunset.
Well, it'll keep switting.
Slade does not sound like
I don't
he
sound
feels,
like,
guys.
I'm having.
That's what's so funny. He's just like, welcome. He's having a stressful go at it, man.
I'm just today is just one of those days. I'm done with them. I'm done with days
all around.
In general, I'm the only person that comes back from vacation.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
Less relaxed than he left.
You look a little burnt.
I'm not burnt. I'm actually comfortably
a little tan?
Maybe a little pink, but it's more tan than anything. I'm fine in that regard. I totaled my drone. There's that.
What?
Yeah, that was a $1,500 mistake.
What?
The car battery.
Who was you peeping on?
Nobody. It's they took it down with one of those shotguns with a net.
No.
That's how.
He's flying a drone in Mexico. Of course you're going to shoot at it. The fuck?
No, I flew it into the side of a building.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever.
A Mexican building?
A Mexican building. It was just I just looked at it like a building because I don't see color when I look at buildings.
Now you know how
it wasn't labeled Mexican building.
It wasn't a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Gosh.
Grady Pruitt's with us. It's good to have you back, buddy.
Yeah, man, good to be back.
All of our good friends. Kayla just popped in. Jason's there. The Noseworthies, Jenny, the Alamans. Look, it's hello to everybody.
Yeah, it's a who's who of who's who.
We got shit to talk, man. It's we're drinking Stranahan's. This was a gift from our good friend. We still got another bottle down there from
you drank it already?
Our buddy Nathan.
Oh yeah, I thought we was doing the shot.
Yeah, cheers. I talk until they do their shots.
You,
and then,
Well, I was
You
waiting
needed-
for you to shoot so I could
Grady,
talk.
you
and
need a
then-
chaser?
Oh come on now.
what did we miss? I've been gone for a week.
Oh, man.
Did we?
Nothing. Nothing's changed.
Nothing at all?
Nothing has changed.
Kanye said some dumb shit, and I'm not even talking about the Harriet Tubman line.
What was the thing that he said? I saw the Harry
I'll tell you what he said. He said, if you have a baby, we'll give you $1 million. That's what he said.
Yeah, he said the cure to stopping abortion is to pay women $1 million to have their kid.
Yes.
If you're thinking about getting an abortion, we'll give you $1 million.
Yeah, that'll help the world be less peopled.
I've reached the point with Kanye.
What the fuck?
Because I love Kanye's music, and I just listen to the albums, and I don't pay attention to anything else. I'm like, well, let me know when the album comes out.
Well,
I'm listening, and just why are we paying attention to him still?
Which is how I feel we should do with all artists. Really, it's if you bury it now, if you do, but if he does a song called $1 Million for $1 Million Baby, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I bet it has a great beat though.
And it's going to be hard not to.
I was on that plane. I flew back. I was in Cabo. I flew back, and the row behind me, the very row behind me, off to the left. I took a picture of him. It's on my Instagram right now.
I saw
believe. Should still be there. I don't know. It may not be there. If it's not, I'm going to just post it back on the Whiskey Brothers page. These asshole fucking people. These asshole people.
Yeah.
Brought their 4 children. I know one of them's name was Austin, and one of them's name was Brent. That's what I know. They're all 4 wearing the same Hawaiian shirt between the ages of 1 and 7. And every single one of them, the maskless, screaming, crying little bitch-ass chop.
Yeah.
That's worth $1 million? No, sir. Fuck Kanye and fuck you if you have 4 children.
I don't understand.
Why do people want special treatment for having, like, you're supposed to get money and understanding and better seating and first access to it because you decided
tax rebates?
Yes, to shove a baby out of your butt. The simplest thing you can do. You just rut like fucking animals and you pop out baby. That's the simplest act you could ever possibly do, and you want rewards for that? No. Where's my reward for not? Nobody has to listen. I'm not problematic. I don't require special treatment. Where's my? I'll take 500,000, Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the math.
Of course you did, because you're like a liberal program giving money to folks. I'm in.
No.
How do we make it work?
I know. I'm up for giving $2 million for abortions. That's what I.
Oh, you were the
you
other
have
one.
an abortion, I'll give you $2 million. But I did the math.
Yeah.
And there's 3.7 million babies born a year. Okay.
I just want to pause and say fuck Kanye. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, there's 3.7 million roughly children born a year, right? So if you
How
give
many?
3.7 million
Million?
in the United States, just the United States.
God, why?
Exactly.
That's one out of every people shoving a baby out. No, that's one out of every.
There's 300 million people in the U.S.
Okay, so that's one out of
About
every
3.7
50 people
million.
shoving a baby out, and then the men are just there.
So if you give each one of those $1 million,
No.
right? I know, no, of course, because that would be $3.7 trillion. All right, there's no way that's sustainable.
Why
You
don't you
cannot
just
do
print
that.
3 more coins, Rob?
Yeah,
Or whatever
right.
it is they did this last time.
Yeah,
Yeah, just print a Well, but
but
if you gave everybody $100,000 who had a kid, that would be $370 billion.
And then where do they
which
have
is
to move?
Which is half of the military budget. So you could theoretically give everybody, if you wanted to, $100,000.
I'll be honest, I'd rather have a tank.
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm having a hard time supporting all black shit right now with these statements. Like my mind is really quivering right now. That somebody said something dumber than me. Like this sounds
We
so
like to think
bad.
of you as our Kanye.
He is a genius that should be trapped. Like we used to
Harriet
just
Tubman ain't real.
but we used to just leave. Which I never said that she
In
was
fact,
real.
I'm gonna call you Contre from now on.
Contrary.
You're Contre North.
That's funny. No, I kind of lost my train of
Harriet
thought. But
Tubman- Harriet
you remember we used to just
Tubman.
lock geniuses in a basement and just make them make shit?
Yes.
And then
I remember.
we never
Yeah.
saw them. We never. And this is like an example of what happens
This is what
when you like let
society
one of these
used to work
things
that
roam.
way. If you went
Rome.
because he's like
if you went to Florence in the when was Da Vinci around the
and Normandy.
No, whenever. If you went back to the
They're
old
in the Renaissance.
and you looked at these
God.
people were locked in attics
Yeah.
with paintbrushes. Hey, here's your money. Shut up.
Yeah, and make
then they
it
locked the
masterpiece.
door and they walked away.
Yes.
Cut your
Yeah.
fucking ear off. You're painting
You're
masterpieces.
not supposed to function with us.
No, you're supposed.
I feel like anyone that's like super amazing at something,
Yeah.
like one thing, they're probably awful at a bunch
Yes!
of other shit.
That's
like
You know what I
being
mean?
president.
Did we not
Yes.
learn this from The Last Dance? That Michael Jordan's a real prick?
Yeah.
He's really a great guy.
Because people
Scumbag.
get like confused, like should they be fans of Floyd Mayweather because he's a phenomenal boxer, but he does and says awful shit. I'm like, just appreciate his boxing. Why are you looking further than that? You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
a great boxer.
But I will say this in Floyd's defense.
Go ahead.
I just feel like if you're a woman, you should not provoke a fight out of somebody
Out of
who
Floyd
has
Mayweather?
Well, somebody who has lethal hands. I just think that his hands are registered weapons.
I mean-
why would you?
Yeah,
why
I-
would
I
you
doubt
finger
that.
wag on somebody that knows how to shoulder roll? That's fucking stupid.
That's an actual myth though. The registering your hands.
Yeah.
When I think that's some shit like '80s dudes said before there was the internet.
no. You gotta actually.
Yeah, but I don't think so.
No, what do you mean?
That you have to where is the
Because you
where is the registry of lethal weapons?
They had well, I know your hand. Meaning this, like if a guy you can anybody, but like a person is like trained to kill somebody with their hands.
I just want to see the registry. That's all I'm saying. Just show me the registry.
I know a guy. But I used to,
You know a guy.
No, I do, but I used to fuck his
What's-
girl,
where-
so it's gonna be hard. like, hey, bro, I know
So
we
you
got a
just
thing.
violated your fucking statement.
I'm just
No, I mean
you're
it like-
finger wagging at a guy who could kill you.
right. You
No, I'm
just
just
did.
saying, we used to
fuck your wife.
me and this girl used to. I could ask her because she the one informed me about to get in the
Right, which is
hands.
probably some stuff he told hers to keep her
Yeah.
in line.
No, which is some shit she went with him to
Have
go
you
do.
ever?
Where do you
Have you?
go to
I mean, we
register?
can make this funny.
Is it like the Star?
Y'all want to make it funny, but it's an actual thing.
Is it like
It
the,
is not a thing. There's
Is it-
nowhere you.
yes, it is.
Is
a
this
thing.
like
I
the-
called the city of Houston and say I need to register my hands.
Where would you
as
start?
deadly
First of all,
weapons.
motherfucker,
Everybody's hands
first of
are
all-
deadly weapon. You put a knife in them.
Is it like the Star
fuck?
Registry?
First of all, Rob, with your winded ass, you wouldn't even pass the
Yeah.
goddamn test.
There's no test.
Yes, it
There
is.
is no
You have to-
test.
that's what
To go
boxers
down
go
there.
through.
to go register my hands as a lethal weapon?
No, motherfucker, you cannot just go register them as like.
Why not?
Like you get
There's
a
no
license
fucking
plate.
test. Yeah,
Trey.
that's what I'm saying.
Trey.
There's no test.
I will say this: if they, that's the best dude's wife to fuck, because you're like, you cannot
You
hit
can't
me.
hurt me. Yeah,
Like,
exactly. But yes,
Are you
Rob,
saying? So hang on a sec. So you're saying if, for instance, at some point I decided to go get really good at using my hands to kill people, at some point would I log on to killerhands.com, or would I go downtown to the permitting office?
I only
Is it the
know-
same place that gives me the letter to play music at Eleanor Tinsley when we throw the festival?
I don't know a freelance version of it. I only know about the process, like when somebody's becoming a boxer.
Okay, so what's the process?
Just meaning like they go through various. First of all, you go through various fitness
They
tests.
put
to
ballistic
make sure
dummies
that
in front of you, and you have to hit them,
or whatever
and
the fuck that they do. But whatever it is, like after that, like you end up getting your hands registered because like because you are a professional fighter. That's why you don't find out about a lot of these guys ending up in street fights.
Right.
That's why it was so insane the shit that Mike Tyson was doing in the fucking 80s, because it's like you are, because of your hands and your skill set, you are a trained killer. So with your hands,
Right.
that's what they make your hands lethal.
So
with.
you-
I only know the process of that because
So you go
my
down
dad
to
was
the
in boxing, I learned
JOP, and
about
you're
that
like,
shit.
I'd like to.
So you're telling me
They're officially
But I don't
registered.
know-
They're officially registered, but we're not having the ceremony until next
or
week.
something like, I don't know that part, but
That's
I know
when all
like
the family can come.
yeah.
You're telling me-
it's a bar mitzvah for your hands. yeah.
you're telling me some 8-4 welterweight is going to get
It's
his
a bar mitzvah.
is going to get his fist.
Bar mitzvah.
A bar mitzvah.
There it is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, some 8-4 welterweight is going to get his fists.
Floyd
registered.
welterweight.
No,
who the fuck is Floyd welterweight?
No, an 8-4.
Oh my God,
an 8-4 welterweight.
That's very racist of
Right.
you to just be like,
Nah, some piece of shit middle range.
oh, you said 8-4 welterweight.
welterweight.
Yes.
Is going to register his hands, and you don't have to register a fucking gun.
You want to know why? All right, Rob. Here's why. Because in
Texas.
And I don't know anything about that. But bro, everybody don't register their weapons. I'm from
I
the
know.
community
I
where
know.
we are very pro-gun.
Yeah, Right.
We just
I
don't
get
need
that.
everybody to know about it.
I'm not saying you don't, but you have to be pro-fist. What
But
the
you
fuck?
do realize that 8-4 welterweight
Yeah.
is probably 100 and whatever and against regular civilians.
Probably.
He's
Yeah.
8-4
That's interesting
versus
though.
other
If
professionals.
like a boxer loses like 9 fights in a row, they're like, all right, we gotta unregister his
Oh, you clearly hit that guy. and he
Sorry,
didn't
bro.
die.
the renewal is not. But I honestly
That's
think
a
that,
civilian punch
Yeah,
right there.
You got to retest every.
But that is
Yeah, at a certain age, you know what I mean? Like you got to retest
Yeah,
your
at
driver's
70?
license.
Yeah.
At
Are they
still
70,
registered?
like,
But
you got to hit one of those like game punching bags to like see what
Oh,
you're scoring.
if you don't hit over 900, they
you don't-
just
you can't.
you fail.
But I honestly think is a part of getting your boxing license.
Uh-huh.
I'm serious.
I'm going to say, I'm not
You may-
questioning you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying bullshit.
Okay. I mean, we can
We're gonna solve
we
this
can
via.
definitely Google it later.
We're gonna Google it on the
I
break.
mean, I'm pretty
and
sure.
we're gonna come back, and
But
you're
that-
either
that'd
gonna be
right or
embarrassing
wrong.
if you have to retake the test like a driver's license. You know what I mean? Like, no, come on, I swear I hit harder than that. Like,
No,
you gotta,
you got to parallel kill somebody, or else.
Parallel kill. You know, I
fucking funny.
killed on the written.
yeah.
The written part I just destroyed.
Man, I'll be honest, these blinkers aren't where they usually are.
Yeah.
This ain't what they used to
I
be.
just get
man.
nervous on test day. That's what it is.
I'm bad at. I just don't test well. I killed like 4 people last week. I just don't.
Yeah.
I do
bro.
well in stand. I don't do well in
Yeah,
standardized
that's my
tests.
girlfriend. I punch the shit out of her all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'll show you the bruises. I swear.
We should take a
Pick up my unofficial scores.
quick break. What's up to everybody? Oh, John
Like an
Dillon, man.
unofficial 40. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
unofficial.
This is my unofficial registry.
Yeah.
John and Dylan and Jake and Shelly. Everybody else is popping onto the live feed. We're going to look up some of these details on the registration of the hands in just a moment on the break. We're going to come right back. More Whiskey Brothers podcast in a moment.
Are you new to the Whiskey Brothers? Then check out the legendary first 400 episodes. Access the archives at praisewhiskey.com.
Welcome back to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. The 4 of us gathered around the table, a little communal laughter as we talk about the bullshit that Trey believes. You may be right, man.
I like how you do a leading.
I do. I'm kind first, and then it's you always lead with a perk, and then you take away.
My dad does shit like
This
Hey, you
this is from a guy. He sounds Russian, Eugene Volok. I was recently reminded of an item I noted on a blog 10 years ago. Any person who is an expert in the art of karate or judo or any similar physical art in which the hands and feet are used as deadly weapons is required to register with the Department of Revenue and Taxation. That's in Guam. But that may be one place that's actually...
Why would it be the Department of Revenue and Taxation?
I don't know. In Japan, this says... Marshall, let's see.
I call bullshit on all this.
Are you a deadly weapon? While it's entertaining to watch movie stars play martial artists who must register as deadly weapon, there is no state with laws that require this. It is only in the U.S. territory of Guam that a martial art is required to register with the Department of Revenue and Taxation. I still don't know why. Once registered, if you're convicted of using martial arts to physically assault another person, you are automatically guilty of aggravated assault. This goes
what if
into
you're shitty at martial arts?
But I'm like,
this goes into there's more detail here that if you're self-defense and when to pull punches and trying to neutralize threats and all that jazz. But at the end of the day, if you're not in Guam, you're full of shit. And I think that's
probably because they have human cockfighting in Guam. That sounds like that's something they would have.
No, Guam is like a baby Hawaii. It's like Hawaii. It's like the parade or the Hill Country Fair brand of Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's very pretty. This guy is talking about this guy here as a police officer and everything. He says it's all
shut up.
Totally bullshit.
Fuck you, cop. Anyway, is he in the chat or is a cop that wrote
He said, in order to avoid a fight or the rousing from backing down from numerous challenges, the athletes would often tell the ruffians and thugs that anybody who talks like this is untrustworthy. That since they were professional fighters, they couldn't legally fight them because their hands were registered. That's some bullshit.
That's BS.
Yeah, it's basically they would even print up a business card that said so and pass it, I guess, to prevent a fight. I would love to hit you, but here's my card.
Which I would say is the smart thing to do if you are a trained fighter.
Yeah, that's right up there with the I don't have to wear this mask because my doctor said so.
No, but if somebody's a trained fighter, they will fuck you up if they do fight. That's why I do like the thing in martial arts where they teach you how to use all the self-defense shit, but then they also teach you basically how to suppress all of it.
Well, yeah, that's
will fuck somebody up.
Yes,
like a regular, generally overweight Joe Blow is gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, there's a big amount of discipline that comes with stuff like our good friend of the Whiskey Brothers, Michael Corley. Chase Corley he's the head of the U.S. Muay Thai Association. And
okay.
That dude.
I don't trust Muay Thai.
No. Why not?
It's just the movements just seem.
What do you mean? It's literally like one of the most effective.
Muay Thai?
Yeah, because it's all when you got them up close and the guard, the knees,
I'm thinking of the wrong shit.
What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of
yoga,
Krav Maga.
No,
that's that Israeli shit. Tai Chi.
Is it Tai Chi? Tai Chi is the shit.
That's yard.
There's just a lot of stretching.
That's yard yoga.
You see Vietnamese people doing it in the park for no reason.
That's not Tai Chi. That's Falun Gong.
No, a Muay Thai dude will fuck you up.
Muay Thai. I'm thinking wrong.
Let's bookmark this for 2 seconds. What the fuck did you just say?
Falun Gong.
Yeah, it's a dish.
It's a Chinese religion banned in China that's basically cult and martial arts and yoga kind of thing.
It goes real good with rice.
That's what they see them doing in the
So what number is that?
Falun Gong.
2 orders of Falun Gong.
Number 17.
Some soup.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos on the internet was like some dude that was like an energy master.
Oh, that's the bit. Like, kick me in the nuts. I can, punch me. Like 8 people punch him in the throat at one time.
And the dude was like, and like he's just standing across and he was like, try to punch me. The dude just rears back and hits him so hard in the face. And then he just goes like, my powers have failed me. Let me regroup. And then he just does it again. He's like, try again. And it's like, okay. And I could tell the dude that was punching had like some boxing experience. He could really
that sounds like a fucking punch. Will Ferrell sketch.
And his face is like bludgeoned and bleeding. I'm like, sometimes, yo, give up.
It's very unbelievable, but most of the time they have their students do it. I'll let 8 students punch me in the neck, and
they're all in on the scam.
They're all in on the scam. But if you just I would love to see somebody on Fremont Street. Like a magician, just standing out there letting strangers punch him in the neck. Mm-hmm. I would believe in your voodoo, voodoo kung fu.
Years ago, there was a African warlord somewhere in Africa had a bunch of
Idi Amin.
Yeah,
or the guy at Museko. Or,
I don't know. He had a bunch
Suseko.
of, he gets the 14-year-old boys, turns them into a militia, has them go, kill everybody. Anyway, he hired
last king of Scotland. Shit.
Yeah, there was a witch doctor who claimed he could put a spell on his troops, so they would be impervious to bullets. And so he charged the warlord like $1 million to put the spell on him. And of course they all died. And so they ended up like beheading the fucking guy and like running him through the streets.
You had $1 million in Africa.
Yeah.
You couldn't get away?
That's what I was going to
It may
say.
have been in Ghanaian coin or whatever.
You know what that is? In that world, that's their version of like an Herbalife salesman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what they're doing. Yeah, it's the same
scam.
thing.
Now, right now, go get 4 of your warlord friends and bring them here. And if you get them in this here right now, you can get on the ground floor of the bullet-free magic show.
That's fucking hilarious.
If you get 10 people to sign up for bulletproofing.
All you need is 10 other warlords underneath you. And then they'll get 10 warlords. And then the next thing you know, we've got a country.
You got somebody at their house like, hey, mama, you want to be a warlord?
Yeah.
See if you can get out.
Man, that doesn't really work. I had a friend who tried to be a warlord, man. I read the post.
I'm looking around this room right now, and I see 15 witch doctors who want to make $1 million. Do I see that? I see that right now. Do you have what it takes?
Yeah.
Sir?
That tribal tea is for closers. I could go out right now with the tools that you have and get 7 warlords to give me $1 million. You see this watch? It costs more than your village. You know why?
I remember the speaking of the dollar amounts, was it Zimbabwe, I think, for a while when their currency was tanking?
$100 billion.
It was $100 billion, but the inflation was happening so fast that because I remember hearing it that people would go to dinner and pay for their meals before dinner because by dinner it would cost twice as much or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Africa's got some issues with their economy.
Yeah, and that's CC's Pizza. Costs more
I
to leave.
can't.
Dude, I remember.
Go ahead.
Have y'all seen the movie Hotel Rwanda?
Yeah.
With Don Cheadle.
Yeah, Don Cheadle. Dude, I remember that I went to community college and we watched that movie.
That was your history class?
Yeah. And like we had to like write a paper on the movie or whatever.
Yeah, I remember doing
and
this
shit
in
like
high
that.
school.
And the dude next to me in class, we write our paper, write like an outline. He goes, "Hey man, where did this movie take place?" I was like, Rwanda. Man, what? He's
More
like,
specifically in a hotel.
Holy.
it's like,
You jackwagon.
I
What
was
is?
like, whoa. What is the acceptance rate?
Yo.
You're already getting credit for movie day.
Yo.
This kid is still failing.
They put this movie on when I was in the 10th grade, and we had to watch it in 10th grade and kind of do the same shit. And I remember I was like out, I was like sick for a few days.
Yeah.
So when I came back in the middle of us just watching it. Like I didn't know nothing. So the movie, I just come in class and it's on, and it like picks up at this scene where like he comes back to the hotel and they're like drinking, they've drank like all the pool water out of the. And I remember I just was in class. I was like, hey, yo, what the fuck are we watching? Like, I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And then I saw Don Cheadle. I was like, oh, I know that nigga. And then, I like, in the middle, I didn't know what the fuck I was watching. And it, it just sucked looking like everybody in the movie. Just looking like a documentary.
You guys watch that Captain Phillips movie too?
I was out of school by then. But that would have been dope.
I'd be Captain now.
That was the only shitty part. Anytime they put on like historically black stuff, being the only black kid in class, it was okay to just be like, hey, look, there goes Trey. Everybody would say, anytime it was African related. And I couldn't say shit when we watch Holocaust movies. And it'd be kids that had similar rib cages to them, and I couldn't say shit. I had to just fucking sit there and just be like, hey, Steven, that looks like you.
Like, she has an eating disorder. You leave her alone.
Yeah, but it's like, no, you can't say that. I'm like, they all look gas chambery. The whole class
chambery?
looks gas chamber ready.
But they turn around and go, I am the captain now.
Yeah, but
and you
then
got
they
to
look
just
at
take
me,
it.
and I got to just be like, yes, I'm the
Yeah,
captain.
yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
I don't know if you've been to Alabama during the gas jamboree.
Drove
but
through it.
It's
Oh,
really,
God, this guy.
it's a lot of fun.
Is that a big festival?
The gas jamboree.
I bet so.
Yeah.
Not to sidestep. I can't
sidestep.
stop thinking about his question during the break. I can't stop.
Which
laughing
one?
at
Which
it.
one?
Well, you were asking, could either of us fuck a transgender the
Yeah,
pussy.
Oh yeah,
that was a transition worthy of me. What you just did there. So I believe you had a question.
No, but I can't stop. It's just on my mind. I apologize.
If you missed,
Rob.
if you weren't listening, if you weren't paying attention to the live feed and you're only listening to this at home, you have missed a little bit of context here, where Trey and Grady were having a conversation about. Remind me, Trey.
No, you asked, motherfucker. It's your question.
That was a Comics Unleashed level of like transition.
That was the most Byron Allen ass.
I didn't.
That's a
I'm
Byron
sitting here
Allen.
laughing in my head at.
So I
you asked me.
understand.
So what is the question?
It's a genuine question. Would you fuck a transgender woman post-op?
If you knew.
Well, is she a man now?
She's a woman now.
She's okay. All right. Hang on. No,
That's what you said.
What if you don't know?
I would know.
You would know.
What's this bump? I've been with various women in my past, and this feels different.
I'd fuck the pussy. I wouldn't fuck the person attached to it.
What?
I like the idea.
Like I'd use the trend. Like, hey, this is a brand new, refurbished, whatever.
Yeah,
pussy.
I'm gonna
I'd
ring
use
in
it as a
and
fleshlight.
say flat out, and this is probably gonna get me Twitter banned or put me
No,
in
it's
Facebook
not.
jail or
You
whatever
can't do
for
it.
having a goddamn opinion.
Let's
but
see.
while I support your right to go be a woman, I'll drive you
Okay.
to the hospital.
All right.
I'm never having sex with it.
Kanye, we found your running mate.
That's a
Here's what I think is fucked up.
West Ham 2020.
West Ham.
okay. What is this? A Great Gatsby? No, that's West Egg.
Yeah.
It's
West
still a
Ham.
good breakfast.
Yeah.
West Ham.
No, I just that's out of my comfort zone.
No, Slade, it's
Hands
only
out- and I get
it's
mad
only
when-
gay if you fuck the new woman in the ass.
It has nothing.
It's still a man's
It has
ass.
nothing to do with the homosexual. I am just simply uncomfortable with
man.
the. I am.
I like the idea about like fuck a girl and then be like, hey man, let's go run some courts. You know what I mean? Me and my bitch got next. You know what I mean? She takes her for high
You
heels.
can still hoop, right? You can still.
I just
Yeah.
want OEM parts.
My bitch run a small forward. You
Would
know
it
what
be
I-
fucked up if she started playing like a WNBA player? You're like, no, well, don't lower your talents. Like
you used to be able to dunk.
Like, what the fuck? You just gonna do layups because you're a woman now?
That's so wrong.
Yeah.
The
Don't
world we
dribble
live
like
in.
that. Go ahead, Rob.
Rob's
Yeah,
taking a
something.
knee, but I want to know: would you get a prostitute that used to be a woman?
No.
Or used to be a man?
I prefer organic women.
OEM parts.
Locally sourced organic.
Local honey.
You can support the cause without participating.
I do think
it's the same
fucked
way
up.
I'm pro BLM without being black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
I'm
that.
down with the cause.
I was trying to think of what
But you
sandwich that
also
was.
would not fuck a black woman.
Yeah, and
You've gone on record.
I'm not
We've
racist.
talked about this.
I'm not racist, but my dick is. No, I'm kidding. It's I just
I get
no.
it.
That's I'm totally.
You said BLM, and I was like, what sandwich is that?
you know the one where they put the cold
bacon,
stuff
lettuce,
on the left.
mayonnaise.
The cold stuff
I
on the
thought
left.
Quiznos went out of business.
So you wouldn't fuck a bacon lettuce mayonnaise?
I would get one of those pregnant. That is.
Yo, we talked about. All right, I
back
asked
in.
Grady this. So could you? Oh shit! All
Go
right,
ahead, go ahead. What you got?
Could you like it's very like me. Like I have a black wife and she's very like sort of specifically she doesn't like white women.
Yeah.
Right.
Like and
Black Lives Matter.
yeah. And she's kind of a lot of black women are very anti-whitish, kind of like they're against white people.
Racist.
I guess. Yeah, fair. I guess.
I love your wife.
I just feel like it fits more for white. Racist just goes with white people.
I know, but we're trying to. If you're going to
Prejudice.
if you're going to appropriate something,
but
grab that one.
It's better if we just say black. We just hate. Is that fair?
So
Y'all get the formal word, but no. But a lot of, particularly black women, don't really fuck with white people. And but as a black guy that's like open and kind of liberal, you'll be like, oh, that's fine. Like, you don't like white people, that's fine. You'll still date and be with that person,
Right.
But like I know, like open liberal white guys, they cannot date a white girl that like hates minorities,
Oh, right.
and it's like that doesn't like that's not.
Well, it's as white people
Strange
we try to not dislike minorities. That's really like the whole thing this is about, I think.
No, I can guarantee you, a white woman who doesn't like black people is a cunt.
100%.
A black woman who doesn't like white people, I get with her.
Yeah, okay.
She's all right.
What
She'll
was
be
your-
right. A white woman that hates black people hates everything. She's a cunt. She'll be rude to the waiter. She'll be rude to you.
She's that
gonna
woman.
say, yeah, she is a fucking cunt.
Across the
so
board.
there's no getting away. A black woman who doesn't like white people, she'll be all right.
She'll be all right.
She'll be all right.
She's
Yeah,
just
she
a
got-
black
yeah.
woman.
She's just a black woman. So just don't touch my hair. I'm fine.
That's funny. That's
don't play
really
with my
funny.
hair. I'm fine.
we
The
got
white woman, she's going to Klan rallies
Yeah.
and country music concerts and fucking
Yeah. I like
shopping
when,
at Walmart
What
and being
Grady
a
had
cunt.
said when I asked you this, you went, all right, so like if a black woman hates white people, you go like, I understand that. You're like, but if a white woman hates black people, like, well, what did they ever do? Like, it's like, why?
Yeah. It's like, but this might have been oppressed. There was some racism. You're like, all right, well, fuck them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I think
Here's the thing that I noticed about white racist women. I
Uh-huh.
don't know what the connection is. White racist women love dogs. Like, they love dogs like nothing
It's
else.
the closest thing they get to slavery.
I feel like
Larry,
Put them on a leash. They spank them when they misbehave.
they feed them when
their
they
head in-
want
yeah.
to.
you get to
put
give
their
it
head in
you get to
shit.
give it its own name. It's
I feel like-
very
And you
Yeah.
get to kiss
Yeah.
it without judgment in public.
I feel
Come here,
like
Toby. Come here, Toby.
Get that nigga dog out of here. That'll
Yeah.
never happen.
and you
Come on,
can
Toby. Come
and
on,
you-
Toby.
You
Come
can
on.
only
Come on.
fuck it on the down low.
It's perfect.
We got to
it's
get
great.
out of
I
here.
feel like anytime a racist white girl sees like a police brutality video, she just learns a new fact about golden retrievers. She's just like, I'll just learn about this instead.
We got to go. Grady Pruitt sitting in. You can hear him on the Friday episode as well. Thanks to all of you who played along with us live. We're debating on whether or not we'll let the other one. We may keep this running. Rob Bungle, Trey Tutson, Grady Pruitt, and us. 8:31 is in the can. We'll see you guys soon.
For a Houston episode.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.